Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. I don't have to give you the date or the time. It's all taken care of right here. Hey, that even worked out well. Usually I'm over here, over there. Hey, I can point to it. I just set up, and you'll find someplace here. I just set up a thing from PayPal, a GoFundMe thing or something, for $1,000. And there are things you put up there last for 1 month. Then if you want to run it, you'd have to run it again or something. And that's PayPal. So let's see. I've got the computer here, and this is the Dell computer, the old one, the rehab one. And then over here, what you can easily see is the B-Link, and that's there. I've got, I think both of these are, which keyboard, let me see which key, no, I think this one is different. Anyway, oh, red, I was going to say Red Dragon. Okay, this one's the Red Dragon keyboard. And, what else? Let's see. Well, I need a nap, but the electrical wall switch over here, well, you can't see I'm pointing over here. It's had a short in it, I think, since I moved in here. But we almost always, it was just one thing plugged into it or something. But I moved this thing here that I'm pointing to. Hey, I'm pointing to that too. Maybe my brain is starting to. I had moved that over there, and then I started plugging things in, and then I guess it's not shorted out, but if I move it, the thing there now, and I tried, putting something there and then, not making a point not to move it, but it was just too easy to pull on a cord or do something. I still got a bunch of stuff on my bed, and when I can get it, clear it off, I can take a nap. And I need one, because I had to get up early for some reason. Forget what, oh yeah. Darlene's computer, actually it's our son's computer. He has a computer in his room, but he basically, gave Darlene, the ex-wife, my ex-wife, not his ex-wife, and it's in the living room, and I have no idea where his cables go, and I can't even really get in there. There's just so much stuff. Especially now where I want to make sure I don't fall, and it's very easy for me to fall right now. I think this month I don't have to go to I'm not going to the eye doctor, but I think I better make a appointment. It's been over 6 months, I think, since my physical, and so I guess I should make. And it doesn't cost me anything. I have insurance, and it takes care of everything. Now, with the insurance that I have, if I go to a specialist, I have to pay $20 for the visit, and that's not bad. And of course, the specialist that I go to, is the heart doctor. But I only go there once a year because I think you can see it here. I think. Let me see. Yeah, this thing's sticking up here, the white thing. Okay, I'm touching it right now. I'm not touching it, but that's right there. That is hooked in, but it's plugged in, and it's monitoring my heart, 24/7. And if something goes wrong, it automatically dials in. And then, and I guess occasionally they just probably take a reading from it. But I go in once a year for the heart, and they do They do the very same thing there that they're doing with that, but they also, I guess can look at some other things and give me and talk to me or whatever. I'm volunteering for since the beginning, since I had to be 10 years plus maybe 4 years for the next pacemaker. So for 14 years or whatever, they've been getting my data and using it, and it helps, I guess, other people and whatever. So let's see what else is going on. I got the Razor camera there, which I like, and right now it's just sitting on there, and so far maybe if I don't put any stuff over in this area here, maybe I'll be okay. By the way, I think I've mentioned this. I think you know it. I go through these ties. I have all different sizes. I have ordered multiple times. This is whoops, over here. A tie for tying off cables or whatever you want to do with them. And I have, what I do is, and I go through quite a few because I move something that has to be moved. Well, it doesn't have to be moved, but it is. So I go through a bunch of those things. I don't have my printer hooked up right now because I moved stuff around. I don't like my printer. I've mentioned this before, but when I worked at CompUSA, pricing items, my job, and I was the only one that did it. I printed out the labels that go on the shelves. They didn't put an individual label on each of the items. So, but it used toner. I forget what I actually bought one here. When I came here, I bought one of those, and I don't even know what happened to it. I think it ended up in my son's room, and I don't know what happened to it. I mean, he didn't take it, I think I had something else. I guess this one, which I hate. I hate the thing. I understand, they sell a printer, and then, that's it. They made the money. They made some money, $50, $25, whatever it is, for the, their part, I mean, but then what they want is they want you to be using that thing, and they want you to make sure that you buy their, cartridges for it. And so they just go, I want to get back to using that toner, but I'm going to be 83 this month. No, this is January. Okay. In March, I'll be 83. And I gave the ex-wife a monitor, and I think it's 32 inch. I forget how long it is. It's way, and I like it. But I gave it to her, and she loves it. She likes everything, large and everything. Okay, I don't, or do I? I have a camera on that, I think, that's plugged in. Also, I've got a few things here, memory and a few other things that I can put in, I think, into the old Dell computer for computer memory. And I think I have an SSD drive, a larger one or something that I can put in the that one also, I think. It's just a matter of, getting it out and opening it up or whatever. what I want. I have to wait till I get rich. No, I don't. I don't buy lottery tickets. I mean, I did a long time ago when I was in Kansas City, Missouri, and they didn't have any gambling there. And then I went to the BBS convention in Colorado Springs, and that was in, I can't see over that far. I see the mug, but I can't make it out. Let's see, wait a minute. Nope, I don't see them. Anyway, oh, here they are. I tell you what I'm going to do. Let me pause this. Okay, why am I pausing? I don't have any pants on, so hang on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, one BBS Con, Colorado Springs, August 25th to 29th, 1993. That's the first time. Okay, I don't really need it for the. That's, oh, over here. I keep holding it up to the screen. Oops. Oh, I believe. And then I started going to the casino a lot. Yeah, I liked the casino. I didn't spend a lot of money, but, and one year I went just about I worked midnight shift. Nobody was awake, you know. Well, I didn't live with anybody at that point. But there wasn't anybody awake. And after I was living in a mobile home then, so, you know, I would clean, you know, at night instead of going to bed, because if you work the midnight shift and then you try to, you know, have a regular life, then you go into work and you're, you know, and whatever. And I learned after a while, no, I just stay up all night long. You know, I work the midnight shift, I'll stay up all night long on my day off. So, but one year, just 1 year, I wrote down everything that I spent and everything that I won. And of course, at the end of the year, it was a nice year. I had fun doing it. But at the end of the year, I did not come out ahead. My grown son, you know, he thinks it. And I worked with a lot of people, you know, doctors and nurses. You know, they'd go to Las Vegas to gamble. They'd even go together as a group or stuff like that. And you know, they had a thing. A bunch of, maybe not all of them, but a bunch of them thought, "Oh, I'm a winner," you know, because occasionally they would win, but overall, you lose. But I enjoyed it. But when I left, I did the 2000. I quit working hospital security, and then I worked the 2000 census, and then I ended up going to. I worked the 2000 census, and then I went to Florida, Orlando, and then I also went out on a boat, a ship, and that was, forget the name, I was telling people when I was down there, and even that I wanted to live in that small town, and but they did which wasn't much fun. There was like once a week or something, I think it was once a week, a good sized ship came in and docked, and then you got on it, and then you had to wait till it got outside the national limits of the country, and then you could gamble. And then when you wanted, and then they would head back. I think I did that one time. You know, I took some money out. I mean, I took some money to go out and gamble. I lost it almost right away. But I'd never been on a cruise ship. Well, it wasn't a cruise ship. It was, for taking. But then I just went out on the deck and sat in a lawn chair and watched the ocean and that type of stuff. But that kind of sucked. But I did like. Oh, then when I was in. Okay, when I was in. Especially, okay, then I went back from Florida then I went to Texas, and then I ended up going to, Darlene bought a house, and I went down there with Russell, our grandson, and our Jimmy, and we were there, and then everything was okay. Darlene and I were, I was paying, I think, the rent and some other things, and she was, because it was a house, and a nice house, and it was a big house, and I had an area they call what do they call it? Well, anyway, it was like, next to the garage. Well, it was all connected, but next to a big garage that was nice and clean and all that kind of stuff. Not that I mattered, you know what I mean? But then the place, and it was, it had a kitchen, it had a bathroom, and it had I don't remember where I slept, but I slept there, but I don't think it was a separate room. But anyway, then some church people came by, new people in the neighborhood or whatever, and they came by. Of course, I was in my area. And anyway, Darlene, for her part, she was spending money like, she bought a gigantic big screen TV, she bought a washer and a dryer, a refrigerator, with her, not all at once, but, and I was paying for the satellite dish. That didn't work out very well. I mean, that dish was designed for one or two people, maybe one person, and to get their satellite. That's before the satellites or the and but well, we made it. But anyway, some religious people came by, and then somehow they must have asked her, because, and she didn't have to tell me. I knew Darlene, and so if somebody was coming, I just kind of hid out, and it was fine. I had everything I needed, computer, So, but somehow, maybe she just mentioned it, that she was, sharing the place. It was her place. The place was in her time, everything. But she mentioned that her ex-husband. Somebody, I think they asked her, "Who's that guy?" And she said, "Well, her ex-husband." And right away, according to her, which may not be true. I mean, she may think it's true. Then after that, she told me, "Oh, the church people are coming by. Hide," which I really didn't care. But then eventually she decided, no, that I was creeping her. I was stifling her, chances to date or something like that. And then she just told me, I just don't want you here anymore. Just get out. And I said, okay. And but I didn't have any money because I was, So I said, well, my son, I heard him when she yelled to begin with, "I want you out of here." And then I heard my son saying, "But, we can't make it. Dad is paying the rent, which was actually the house payment." And so then the next day or whatever, I said, I don't have any money at all. And I said, is it okay if I stay until I get my Social Security money, a check? Actually, a direct deposit. She said, okay. So then I didn't have a car, too. And 2 weeks later, she drove me to the bus stop, and I went to back to Kansas City, Missouri, and then right away, my son there had finished his education, and he wanted to be an air traffic controller, and he looked up, and in Miami was one of the 2 or 3 schools that you can go to get the degree that's needed, and then you have to have other training or whatever. So he asked if I would go, and that's how I ended up going to Florida for the first time, I think it was. So anyway, I did the casinos in Florida, and I didn't like it. I lost on the way down. When we were driving down, we had to stop overnight, and there was a casino there that was on a boat or something. I think I've been on a river. I don't know. I can't remember. And lose. And all the time I was there, it wasn't any fun playing. I went a few times in Florida, and I just never won. Never won either. In Kansas City, Missouri, Sam's Town, I think it was, and a couple of other places. You actually felt like you were, because sometimes you would win. But with all those other casinos that I went to, sure, I won a little bit maybe, but not it was like, so, I'll go on here about 9 more minutes. I guess I should show you something. Let's go here. And now let me go back here, and let me go over here, because I want to make sure what you see. Let me go to PayPal. Okay, you may have seen I have another thing I set up twice before, I think. Donations through PayPal. Let's see, okay, where is it now? Home, finances, offers, wallet, activity help. Fundraiser, okay, this is it. No, that's transfer money. Okay, I thought I saw something. Oh, here it is. Fundraiser. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think, well, let me go to it. But you're not seeing what, I see this because I set it up. Okay, how do maybe this is it. No, that's not it. Maybe I should open it. No, that's not it. Okay, because it knows who I am. I can't see it. Well, wait a minute. I know what I think I can do. Yeah, okay, let me go back here. No, I want to stay here. And go back to, no, I want to go back to here. Oh, yeah, okay, I need to go here and go back to, so let's do YouTube. Okay. And, okay, now let's go back there. So here it is. And, okay, I guess I need to click on, say, this one here. And I'm sure
the church, I'm sure, paid her,
No, okay, because I don't have it on there. I just have it on the.
or
Let's
they
see.
did it with a collection thing. Maybe she got, whoever, and if she made, I'm sure she made probably good money because
Okay, no, okay. Let's see. I need to go to not 3 months ago. I need to go to. Let's go to videos using this link. And 21 hours ago. Okay, I think this one will do it. So I'll go here.
But
Okay, let me
I was thinking that I was close to
kill the sound here. Okay. Okay, so this is a video I made 21 hours ago. And here, it's got 100 views. And, okay, here it is. Help Jim switch to using an Apple computer to create Howard's notebook. Okay. And then you click on this. Okay, that's still not going to do it because it's still, oh, here it is. It's actually showing it. Okay. If you can think of any better wording or something, let me know. Give to HMB. I should change that. I have Jim Howard, but I should put, and it ends in 30 days. And so then there's this text, and then there's more text or whatever. And that's, well, anyway, let's see. Howard's Notebook is one of the world's oldest online sites. It was created by Jim Howard, a pioneer of blogging and live streaming video, in 1982 as a bulletin board system, BBS. I've been online 24/7 since 1982, first with a BBS and later on other sites. I was live streaming 24/7 and did a WordPress site for years and more. I never used an Apple. I am 82 years of age. I want to try Apple computer and see what sort of YouTube site I can have using an Apple computer. You can help by donating. What can an 82-year-old man who is not very smart do with an Apple computer after all these years? Will you laugh or will you cry? So that's it. Now go back here. And I think I've been talking for, well, 27 minutes. Okay, so. Guess that's it. Oh, I'm going to try to get in to see my regular doctor. Then I need to get in to see the cancer. I hate going to the doctor. Well, I'm okay going with a doctor every 3 months or something, or whatever. But I don't want to be going. I'm going to be I think it's April. No, it's March. Is it March or April? I think it's March. Yeah, March. I'll be going to, well, I got to go before they go to my regular doctor to have just a check, And then I have to go to the heart doctor to be seen again because the time is, it's only good for 30 days or something really. So I'll go in and they'll do the same thing they did before, and then I go and have, okay, there was another, let's see. Anyway, I think I go to the doctor. No. Yeah, I go to the well, I go to the doctor and have, I go to the eye doctor, have surgery done on one eye, and then I come back the next day to be checked, and then in 7 days or 10 days or something like that, I go to the eye doctor again to have surgery done, and then I come back the next day again to be checked or whatever, so. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.